everybody, I'm Lara Trump coming to you from Studio 45 at Trump Tower in New York City. With the lowest unemployment on record, President Trump is gaining support among Black Americans, and it's got some Democrats worried. Joining me is conservative commentator Benji Irby. Benji, welcome in.
Thank you.
Studio 45 for the first time.
Studio 45. I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
Well, you know how we like to do it around here. You have gotten such a great following on social media and online. You just launched a new series online titled Unpopular Opinion, and it's programming that promotes patriotism, practicality, and pragmatism. Tell me a little bit about it and why you decided to do it.
Yes, my 3 Ps. Yes, I have a show, Unpopular Opinion on LifeSet TV, which, as people know, is like Laura Ingram's old outfit before she went over to Fox. We just started about maybe like 4 or 5 weeks ago. We've had really good guests. We have Brandon Straka so far. We've had a whole bunch of other people out in the conservative community. Leo Dunson. We're trying to have a whole bunch of congressional candidates and things like that are running. But as far as my 3 Ps, I think that patriotism is very important because in the Black community, unfortunately, we've been socialized to believe that patriotism means that you're a coon or that you're a sellout or that you're like a race traitor. And the thing is that this country, I mean, Black people in this country, we are doing better than anyone in the whole entire African diaspora. And I mean, we should be proud of all that we've done in this country. We should be proud of all the wars that we fought in this country. You know, we contribute to this country. And I even go back to President Trump's remarks back in September at the HBCU conference. He was saying that Black Americans they fought with our blood, sweat, and tears, and we deserve a country a government that responds to us, that treats us like we belong. I assume you saw the State of the Union address from the president. Of course.
I thought it was one of the great State of the Union addresses in history.
It was.
Unfortunately, the Democrats couldn't even stand up for a Tuskegee Airman, for a little girl that got a scholarship, for a service member reunited with his family. However, the president had a lot to say, and he actually talked specifically about the low unemployment among minorities. Take a look.
The unemployment rate for African Americans, Hispanic Americans, and Asian Americans has reached the lowest levels in history. African American youth unemployment has reached an all-time low. African American poverty has declined to the lowest rate ever recorded.
All right, so Benji, we hear all the great results there from the president. Unfortunately, as people can see, the Democrats could not be bothered to stand for these incredible unemployment numbers in so many communities out there. But shouldn't all Americans be proud of these results? Isn't this positive for all of us?
Of course they should. And I'm glad that the Democrats didn't stand because they have nothing to do with it. So you shouldn't stand. You had nothing to do with any of the success. So why are you standing for it? Sit there and look mad.
Yeah.
While the president celebrates Black people. You don't, and that fact wasn't lost on a lot of Black people either.
Interesting.
So they shouldn't stand up because you had nothing to do with any of this. So now you can see what success looks like.
Yeah.
So maybe if one day you get a Democrat president and burn this and tear your whole party apart, you might know what it looks like and you might want to replicate it.
Don't you think that they're not standing because they're so mad that this president, that Donald Trump, who they pushed to the side and they said that he's got no shot, they laughed at him, he got this stuff done when they couldn't do it. They had 8 years under Barack Obama, under a Democrat, to do all these things. They could have moved forward on so many of these fronts.
Yeah.
Donald Trump did it, and they hate it. And actually, I think they're very concerned as we head into November of 2020 that Donald Trump is going to get so much more of the Black vote than they ever would have expected. In fact, a lot of commentators think that he is a threat in 2020 because of that. Take a look at this.
We got to be clinical about this stuff. We get so emotional about it. That was a warning to us, a warning shot across the bow of Democrats that he's going after enough Black folks to cause us problems. It's not just the white suburban voters. He's going after Black votes.
Well, Van Jones says he's going after Black votes. He's going after all votes because this president, Benji, doesn't care about the fact that you might be Latino, Black, woman. He doesn't care. He cares that you're an American and he's working for you. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Right. I think that he's going after Black votes. I mean, somebody should, because Democrats don't. I mean, they just take it for granted, and all they just do is just say Republicans are racist. So we have somebody actually coming and bringing results. And if you think about the list of things that Trump did that Obama didn't do, we even talk about prison reform, which is something that was talked about never done. Why? I don't know. We even talk about, Alice Johnson and Jack Johnson being posthumously and freed from jail. That happened. We have, paid family leave happening with Aunt Ivanka. That happened. So there's just so many different things that he's doing that they just didn't do. It's a real shame. And all they do is they sit and they pander and talk about people, how this one's racist, that one's racist. Black folks are waking up. You can't continue to lie and lie and lie to black people forever. Eventually, we're going to wake up. Eventually, we're going to see, what's going on. We're going to see that all they do is just lie and pander.
We all have to get out there. We have to fight. We have to push back on these narratives. And I just hope that you'll continue to do the great things that you've done out there. You're such an incredible supporter of this president. You're such a great patriot. And we thank you for all you do. And thank you for being with us today.
Oh, thank you so much.
Some Democrats are worried that Black Americans have good reasons to support Trump in 2020. And they're right. That's the real news for today. If you'd like to get involved with Team Trump, go to DonaldJTrump.com or text Trump to 88022 to join our winning team. I'm Laura Trump from Studio 45 at Trump Tower in New York City. Thanks for joining us, everybody.